Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. So guys, today I'm going to cover one more important uh, topic, that how will you switch your profile from manual testing to automation. A lot of people asking daily. I'm getting thousands of mails that Naveen, I want to switch from manual to automation. Then how can I do that? And from last 5 years, I'm doing manual testing. From last 2 years, I'm doing manual testing. I'm a fresher. I have some basic knowledge on manual testing, but I don't have any knowledge on automation. So how can I do that? How will I switch from manual to automation like this? So this particular video will really help you. Doesn't matter if you are a fresher, if you are an experienced guy, or if you are a team lead into manual testing, or you really want to switch your profile to automation. These are the important things that you have to, make sure that okay, you have to follow all these things, and then I'm pretty much sure after that, if you follow them properly, after that you will become an automation expert like that, right? But it's not overnight journey, guys, that okay, today you will learn everything and tomorrow you will become an expert. It's not like that. It takes some time. It takes, okay, step by step. You have to follow the process, and then one day you will realize that okay, yes, now I'm becoming an expert. I'm reaching at that level where I have got the confidence and I can write the framework, I can design, I can learn any automation tool which are available in the market. So it's all about the confidence, it's all about the direction and the guidance, very, very important. If you lost somewhere in between, then you are gone. You cannot learn automation in that way, right? So step by step, and I'll tell you what are the different mistakes generally people do while learning any automation tool. Okay, so first we will follow the steps. So today I'm going to cover, the topic name is that how will you switch your profile from manual to automation QA guy, or manual to automation, or manual to SDET guy. How will you switch your profile? So doesn't matter you are a fresher, or 0 years experience guy, or 1 to 3 years experience guy, 3 to 6 years experience guy, or 6 to 10 years experience guy, or 10 plus experience guy. That doesn't matter. This particular, okay, these videos will be applicable for all such kind of people. So the first point, guys, you have to remember that first thing is that you have to be really strong in what, in manual testing first. Okay, you should know what are the different use cases, negative scenarios, positive scenarios. What are the different types of testing in functional testing? Like what are different black box testings are available? How will you do the functional testing? What are the different use cases you can define? What are the different negative test cases with different negative data and everything? How will you check the server logs, database, SQL queries, and all such things you should know. So first thing is that either you are into manual testing or automation testing. Testing is all about, you have to be really, really good in use case scenarios, negative scenarios. So be strong in manual testing first. First, it's not like that. I have seen a lot of automation engineers. They are good in automation, but they are really poor in manual testing. So if you are not good in manual testing, how can you cover automation scenarios in that case? So please, guys, be strong in manual testing. Designing good test cases, very, very important. Designing good test case documentation is not important. I'm talking about how many out of the box use cases you can think for user point of view or customer point of view. So think that level, because in automation it will really, really help you to design the good automation framework. Second thing is that, guys, you cannot, okay, run away from programming. So learn programming, any programming language. I'll tell you from where you have to start. This is the biggest problem. Okay, manual testers, they see that okay, they don't have any programming language experience, or maybe they have done some programming in their college time or school time, but after that they don't have any, because they get into some project and they are into testing, and they are from the first day they are into manual testing, and now the concepts and everything they have lost. So, programming language, without programming language, guys, you cannot survive in automation. This is the first important thing for any automation tool. You're talking about any automation tool you can pick. Either it is QTP, you have to learn VB script. In Selenium, you have to learn other programming languages like Java, .NET, C Sharp, and all. If you're talking about some other tools are available in the market, you need to learn about, let's say, Python for robot framework. You need to learn about JavaScript for protectors. You need to, if you really want to work with backend automation, you need to learn about Java. Okay, If you really want to work with APM, you need to know about all these Java, Python, and everything. So it's everything is all about, okay, programming. You should be really, really good in programming. So I'm not saying that, okay, you have to become expert in advanced topics like how will you design a web application or something like this, or how will you design a backend system. No, programming means I'm talking about the basic core features, core programming features, right? The core coding concept you should know that how we do different data types are there, for loops are there, what are the different arrays are there, dynamic arrays are there, string operations are there, basic object oriented programming concept. So core coding features along with object oriented programming, that how will you achieve method overloading, method overriding, inheritance, right? Encapsulations are there, abstractions are there, interfaces are there. So these very important basic things you should know about your programming. Otherwise, you cannot design a good framework, and then this fear is always in your mind that, okay, yes, I cannot, I know Selenium, I know this specific tool, but while designing the framework, you won't be able to design a good framework if you're poor in programming, right? So programming is very, very important. Programming, you have to improve, daily practice, follow some good channel. You can watch my videos also on Java. If you really want to work with Java, follow some good websites, good, daily open your Eclipse, solve some problems, right? So third point, along with programming language, I would say that solve some good problems. Okay, learn about DS algo, like data structures, what are the different best algorithms are there, search algorithms, okay, different collections are there, learn about it. Okay, it's not at all rocket science, guys. Step by step, if you follow the things, what exactly people do, they directly switch into DS algo and without any basic knowledge on programming. They don't know what is the syntax of for loop and how to write if else conditions, and they directly switch on Selenium and DS algo. You won't be able to do that, guys. You won't be able to learn properly. Step by step, first see, okay, what are, from the beginning itself, forget about that, okay, what is data type. So you have to start from the beginning, that how to create a class, how to define the data types, like that. So don't worry that what exactly people will say, that forget about people, don't worry about people. You just practice, open your Eclipse and just create your first class in data types and then practice. Okay. And if you really want to join some training also, you can join some training from some whatever, some channel, or maybe some trainer is there in the market. If you really want to learn from me, I'm not doing any marketing over here, but some people's, what happens with some people, that they need, you need some proper guidance, you need daily attention from the trainer. A good trainer is very important, guys, in, okay, these days. So you need a good trainer who can give you the motivation, who can motivate you, who can give you the confidence, who can give you the direction and the guidance to learn the programming from the beginning, step by step. So that's very important. Otherwise, what will happen, that today you are learning two topics from different channel, two topics from different channel, three topics from different channel, and you will mix together and then you are lost. In that way, you cannot improve. Either you follow some good books, okay, or maybe good, okay, good YouTube channel you can follow, or maybe you can take some training from from a specific institute. I'm not taking any name. Okay, you just search, and then you can join some training institute, you can get some training from individual trainers also, like that, right? So guys, this is very important. To improve your programming language, you have to at least invest something. Some people, they want everything in free of cost. So no, if you're spending 10,000, 15,000, whatever the money is there, it's fine. That 15,000 will, you can make 15 lakhs also one day. So don't worry about that. You can, okay, you can purchase some good books also about Java, or maybe some other programming languages, or DSL Go. You can purchase some good books also. Spend $1,000 on books, learn it. Okay, then don't hesitate to spend money on good books and good training. I always prefer that today, if you're spending 1,000 rupees, those 1,000 rupees you can make 1 lakh also if you have good knowledge. Right? I'm giving you very practical things, guys, that whatever happened with me actually. After that, fourth thing, I would say that learn at least one programming language. That is, let's start with Java. Java is very, very simple, okay, to learn among all the programming languages. Easily you can learn Java. Easily you can pick Java syntax and everything. You can learn Java. You can learn about .NET. You can learn about okay, Python. Either of them. It's up to you. Okay. So I would prefer that, okay, better you use Python, and you can pick JavaScript also. Sorry, I would prefer to use Java instead of Python. So you can take any programming language like this. Fifth point after that, what we have to do, guys, that now till here your programming is good, and then you select your automation tool. So I would advise you don't go with backend or APM or mobile testing. Start with the UI. That is your UI automation. Okay, UI automation tool you can pick. Right now you have to see the trend also. It's not like you just started with QTP, because QTP trend is almost gone from the market. Nobody is using QTP or RFT these days. So you pick some open source or maybe Selenium you can pick. I would advise you to pick Selenium. Okay, because Selenium is like very popular these days, and it's easy to learn, easy to implement, right? So Selenium with Java combination language binding you can pick for the beginning point of view, and then a lot of opportunities are there, and then easily you can learn. So set your target that okay, in next 15 days, next 50 20 days, or next 1 month, I have to learn Selenium after Java, right? So learn about UI automation tool starting with the UI. Don't worry about that, okay, the backend part or the API part or mobile part or performance testing and all such stuff. You can leave it later. Okay. Then the sixth part is, guys, that most important thing, read good blogs, good books, as I told you earlier. Okay, read good blogs. That's very important, that okay, what are different features are there and all those things are available in that particular blog. Okay, how people are actually coming up with the approaches with Selenium. So for Selenium, let's see, good books are there, or maybe good YouTube channel is there. Okay, you can learn from YouTube channel as well. Obviously there is a lot of good channels are available in the market on YouTube. Seven point is, guide, that you should know always that okay, I'll tell you what is the seventh point. Seven point is, whenever you are learning any specific tools, you should know how to set up that particular tool, set up or configure. Okay, that how will you configure Selenium, how will you configure APM, how will you configure a protector, what are the different tools and softwares that we need to download. So setup and configuration is very important. Then after that you need to learn about how exactly that internal architecture, right, internal architecture, the internal mechanism of that particular tool. Okay, let's see for Selenium how exactly it is working. So very depth knowledge, you should know that okay, yes, this is how this tool is working internally. Let's see for Selenium, it's interacting with the browser with the help of Chrome driver servers, with the help of JSON via protocol and all such stuff. You should know about it. And then you will learn about the core feature of that tool. Core feature of tool means, let's say for Selenium, you should know how exactly select class is working, what is WebDriver, what is Chrome driver, what is Firefox driver, what are the different actions classes are available, how will you do drag and drop, how will you do mouse over, how will you handle the window pop-ups, what are the different synchronization, timeouts, and all such things are there. So core feature, these are called core features. Okay. When you complete the core feature, then what you have to do, that you can think about the component designing. Component design means, let's see, how will you generate the logs, how will you generate the reports, how will you write a small test ng code, or how will you design your test cases, how will you create your utilities libraries. So these components we are designing, right? After that, learn about how will you write assertions or validations, okay, in that particular, for that particular tool. So assertions, validations are very important. See, I'm giving you very micro level details. Assertions, validations you have to put. And when you cover all these things, then you think about the final approaches, final framework. You have to learn final framework approach. You have to follow that. Maybe it is data driven approach or keyword driven or hybrid framework, or you can use page object model pattern, page factory, all such things. Okay, come up this point. So setup, configuration of that tool, you should know. Don't directly jump into framework designing like that. You should know for each and every tell you for each and every tool you should be master enough, okay, of that, how to set up and how to configure. If I give you a blank machine, a blank laptop, you should know how to set up and configure, okay, for that specific automation tool, how exactly internally it is working. It will give you the confidence and all such stuff. So this is the seventh point, guys, I would like to mention over here. After that, improve your debugging skills. Okay guys, try to, okay, check your code in debug mode. So debugging skills are very very important. It will give you a lot of confidence. You should know, if you're joining, let's say, a new project where automation things are there, already there, and then you, people will give you that automation framework, so you should know how to debug the code. You are very new to automation, but if you're really good in debugging the code, easily you can note down all the important points. You will learn what is the flow of the application, flow of the framework, sorry, and then eventually you will learn about, okay, of that particular automation framework or tool. So improve your debugging skills. Don't ignore debugging skills, guys. Right. Another thing is that, so till point number 8, somewhere you got the confidence that, okay, yes, you can design the framework, you know Selenium, you know that specific tool, core features, and component designing, assertions, and you have designed some basic framework also. That is fine. Fine, you have debugged the code also and all. So till here, let's see, you have reached around 60-70% of automation you have learned. Now, what is next? Now the actual thing will start. Now you have to keep enhancing your knowledge. So how will you do that? So you have to keep enhancing your knowledge. How will you enhance? So to enhance your knowledge, guys, what we have to do, the first part that you have to check, always, I would say, you should always look for the best approaches. Okay, best approaches for, let's see, framework for a specific concept. Maybe that Naveen is using a different concept, and his concept and his implementation approach is really good. So you can pick that approach, and then you can study on that. You can write the notes, right? So follow the best approaches. Follow some good Git repositories. Okay, there are a lot of free repositories are available in the market. Follow them, good repositories. How exactly these guys they have written the code. There are a lot of trainers are there in the market. A lot of YouTube channel guys are there. You and everyone is having their own repository, so you can follow their repository. You can follow my repository. That, okay, what is my approach? How exactly Naveen is writing the code, or maybe any other trainer is writing the code. So maybe his approach is really good. You can start looking into those things. So that is the next thing, looking into other frameworks. Maybe your friend is working in some other company. Let's say your friend is working in some good product company, and then you can check with him that, okay, on weekend you can go to his house, and then you can say, okay, tell me your framework, how exactly you're doing, and you can get the clone of that particular framework, and then you can learn about, you can study about, you can do some PhD actually, okay, on that framework, and you can implement some good points. You collect the good points from different frameworks and try to implement in your framework. So this is the best way of enhancing the knowledge on framework, guys. So this is ninth point. I would say it's very important point. Okay, I would like to mention this thing also. Now, after that, what we have to do that, when you this, okay, design all these things, best approaches and everything, then learn about different other approaches, like what is TDD, what is BDD. So like you can learn about TestNG. Okay, obviously different more advanced features of TestNG. Okay, some BDD frameworks, like we have Cucumber is available. Set your target for Cucumber, set your target for let's see, JBehave. You want to learn, okay, JBehave also is there, Serenity is there. So set your target, okay, next 10 days I have to learn Cucumber. After that I have to set the target for JBehave. Then after that I have to set the target for Serenity, like that. Okay, so every month you should have this target that, okay, I want to learn new things now. So learn more and more about different unit testing frameworks are there, test driven development frameworks are there, BDD frameworks are there. Try to learn all these things, right? After that, some people I have seen, guys, they write really good automation, they know Selenium very well, but they somewhere they are not that great into writing good programming logic. Okay, so now you have to focus upon your programming logic. So Selenium and all these things are one-time activity. If you know Selenium for next 10 years, you cannot forget Selenium. But the good programming logic is very important, guys. How exactly you are creating a function, the utility or generic functions, or the best programming logic performance point of view, that your script is absolutely working fine. for all the data inputs, you're covering all the negative scenarios also, and everything, your logic is working fine. So try to improve your programming logic. So still, I'm actually personally, I believe that okay, I have to improve my programming logic daily basis, because there are so many things are there. Okay, so many things are there in Java, so many things are there in framework. So I always look for the best programming logic I can write from my side also. So okay, so it's not, there is no limit guys for learning. So daily you are learning new things, you have to study, and you have to take it as a passion, that okay, yeah, that's my passion, that okay, I have to learn more and more daily basis, and then start sharing your knowledge with others. Okay, you have to reach at that level to become a good automation engineer. So good programming logic that you have to write. After that, what we have to do, that try to find out the best solution. Okay, as I told you that okay, best solution from different sites are there. Let's see, from Git Repo, as I told you, from Stack Overflow. Okay, Stack Overflow is very good, solution providing site is there. Stack Overflow, with respect to Java, Selenium, all the solutions are available. So make it a good practice that okay, you are looking into Git repository and Stack Overflow. Make it a habit that okay, what exactly people do, that okay, the moment they stuck somewhere, they ask in the group, or publish the thing on LinkedIn, that okay, can you please solve this problem, can you please suggest it. In my Telegram group also, in my WhatsApp group also, people are asking. But do your own homework first, do your own R&D, and check the best solution from your side. Still, if you are not able to find out the solution, then ask okay from the experts, or publish that thing in that group, and then people will give you their inputs, and then eventually you can handle it and you can solve it. But first, at least do your own homework and then do it guys. So please try to find out some good solution from internet, from Stack Overflow, and from Git repositories. Okay, then I would advise you one thing, that initially if you're focusing upon, start with Selenium. Okay, don't focus upon on any other tool like Catalan or QTP or other things. Start with Selenium. That's my personal advice. Otherwise, it's up to you. But that's my personal advice, that start with Selenium and then go with okay some other tools. Other than that, once you design, whenever you're designing a framework, you're writing some logic or code, always share it. Share it with whom? Share it with your okay seniors, or maybe with your team lead who is really good in, you feel that okay, this guy, he's my team lead or my manager, and he is really really good in automation. I should share my knowledge with this guy, or whatever I have developed something, I should share my work with this guy. Or maybe your friend who is really good in automation, share your work with okay your team lead, your okay with your friends over the social networking sites. Okay, I would say social sites. You can share your knowledge, publish your Git repositories. People will start looking into your code. And then what will happen after doing this activity? People will give you the review points. Okay, so these are my review points. These are my feedback. These are my inputs to improve your knowledge. These are my okay suggestions. So just get those suggestions, review points, feedback, and on the basis of that, you can improve your code. So one day will happen that okay, uh, you will eventually this it will become a habit for you, and then you will, let's say today you are designing a framework, 100 of review points are there, or 100 of feedback and inputs suggestions are there. After okay, after a few days, if you're learning, if you're creating the framework once again, let's see 50 review points are there. So one day will happen that okay, people will find okay hardly find the weakness in your framework, hardly find the people will feedback about your framework. So feedback means negative feedback I'm talking about. So don't worry about the negative feedback. Always try okay in a good way. I have seen a lot of people that okay, they take in a wrong way, negative way. They are so overconfident, they are so over smart that okay, no, that's my framework, that's my approach, this is the best approach, and I don't want to listen to you. And then people are really not bothered about it, about the review points. If you're not bothered about it, people will stop helping you. Okay, so don't be overconfident first of all guys, that's very important, that show your code to experts. And now you have to work upon whatever the review comments that you are getting, whatever the feedback you are getting, whatever the suggestions and the input advice you are getting. On the basis of that, you can work upon that. After that, one important thing I would like to mention, that I have seen some people, they are very overconfident. Okay, unnecessary. You are very new, you are just 2 years 3 years experienced guy, and it's fine that you have knowledge, but don't be overconfident. Some people are really overconfident, I have seen. They think that, okay, no, my code is the best code and no one can beat that code, but you should have a reason behind that. If someone is giving you advice and someone is pointing finger in your code, just try to at least try to understand that what is the reason, that why is giving such inputs. If you really feel that, okay, yes, this is thing, so don't take it on your ego. Don't be overconfident. If that is the right approach, then you should change your approach in that case, right? Now, after that, guys, once you cover all these things, now set your target. Okay, set your target for next tool, for next automation tool, right? Let's see, in November month is going to start, or let's see, October month is going to be start now. Today is 3rd October or 4th October, whatever. Set your target. Let's see, for October month, I want to learn couple of things. I want to learn, let's see, some other tool. Um, let's see, I want to learn Protector. Okay, then I want to learn JavaScript. So I'll spend at least okay, 1st October to 10th October, I'll spend time on this. And then I learn framework designing for next 5 days. Okay, set your target like this. After that, after 15th October, I'll do one thing. I'll learn JMeter now. Set your new target. I'll learn JMeter within 10 days. I can learn. So set your target. Okay, this is my October month target. Write down on the paper and then stick on your wall in your study room or in your office that, okay, this is my target for next, okay, 30 days target is like that. You learn JMeter, learn some other tools or something. Okay, so create your target, set your a target for the month wise, days wise. For next 15 days, I'm gonna cover like this. So if you know what, how exactly I did the same approach, I use the same approach 10 years back or 7 8 years back. I learned Selenium within 15 days. I set the target. Okay, I have to learn. Now I have to improve my Java knowledge. Now I have to work upon some other different tools and technologies. I have to learn about JMeter. I have to learn about load runner. I have to learn about SOAP UI now, like that. So set your target. Don't cover everything in a single day. That, okay, fine. In the morning I'll cover JMeter. After that I'll cover Selenium. After that I'll cover APM also. Okay, don't do such things. This is the stupidity. Focus. Okay, let's see, for next 10 days I just want to learn Selenium, so just learn completely about Selenium and then switch to some other tool. Okay, that's my personal advice. There are a lot of people are there in okay, one guy is on LinkedIn. He claims that, okay, he works upon 100 repositories he has created, and he certified himself also that, okay, he is the first guy in the world that, okay, who created 100 repositories. What is the point of creating 100 repositories, guys? This guy is doing each and every R&D on different tools. He just creating 2 lines of code in Git repositories and creating 100 repositories. This is not the right way of learning, and this is not the right way of giving the direction also, okay, to your followers or to your candidates, right? So best approach: set the target, design the complete POC or the framework, end-to-end solution you design, and then publish it. And then set your target for next 20 days or next 30 days. So once your quota is done for October month, then move it to November, that, okay, what exactly I'm going to do in November, right? What exactly you're going to do on weekends. Guys, this is not that easy task. You have to stop. I'm not saying you have to stop enjoying, but if you really want to switch your career from manual to automation and you really want to become an expert in automation in future, you have to compromise somewhere. You have to spend good time on weekends, because we are into, let's see, if you are in Bangalore or Pune or maybe some good metro city, you are already stuck, okay, in your office hours. You're commuting, you are traveling in traffic and everything. So let's see, in evening you are not getting enough time, but weekend is yours. Try to learn something on weekend. Spend at least 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, like that. You should have that passion in your mind that, okay, in the night 2 o'clock also you are reading something. It's my personal advice, guys. That's what I have done in my career. So I'm not saying you have to follow the same thing, but it's all about passion. If your passion is there, you can learn automation very easily, very quickly. That is for sure. Okay, couple of advice, couple of points quickly. I'll tell that. Okay, always Sorry guys. Always create or write your important notes in notebook. I always say whenever I take training also, I always say that okay, create your notes in a specific notebook. Sit with pen and paper with you, write your notes. These notes will help you a lot in future. Okay, I have my notes with me. Whatever the notes I have prepared 7 8 years back, also I have those notes with me. So it will give you the confidence. And if you're writing something on the pen and paper, I mean on the paper, it was always there in your mind. Okay, your brain will never forget those things. Instead of just reading the notes, better you write your own notes, write the code, basic code, design the diagram like this, and then work and learn like this. So write your notes in your notebook. That's very important. That's the personally I have seen. Okay, this theory I have applied on me, and then okay, you can expect very good results if you are following this approach. Other than that, guys, keep doing revision. Okay, keep revising the things. That's very important. That today you have learned something, keep revising. So let's see. Today you have learned some topic. Tomorrow revise a topic. After 2 days also revise a topic. After 15 days also revise the topic once again. Keep sharing that knowledge with your colleagues. A colleague is who is sitting next to you. He is a manual guy. Okay, teach them. Okay, share your knowledge with that guy, and then obviously that guy is also learning. You are sharing the knowledge, and then you are also getting the confidence. Maybe you forgot something, or maybe while teaching that guy or while telling that concept to that guy, you will get to know some more things about that concept or feature, right? So keep revision is very important. Keep revise the things, share the knowledge with others. That's very important, guys. Okay, so keep doing revision or sharing the knowledge. Okay, that's a 17 point. Last point I would say, join some good QA communities. Okay, join some good QA communities. Okay, groups are there on WhatsApp, Telegram group. In my Telegram group, there are around 3,000 candidates are there. Daily, we are doing lot of technical stuff, discussions. Share your inputs over there. Share your knowledge. Share your question over there so that people will answer you. Okay, join some good communities, good groups. Okay, meetups are happening in cities, so you can join those meetups where meetups are there, conferences are there. Okay, these conferences are happening in Bangalore, in Pune, in Mumbai. You can join those conferences and try to know about, okay, know about different approaches and different tools are there in the market. Improve your networking with these guys, like that. Watch some good YouTube channel. So some people, they don't they don't follow the vlogs or something. They feel comfortable with the YouTube channel. If someone is speaking over there, someone is showing the things in their clips, who is writing the code, people are comfortable with the YouTube channel. So it's up to you. But always bookmark some good blogs on your browser. Keep checking, okay, what are the different new things are coming on that particular blog, what are the different new videos are there on a particular YouTube channel, like that. So this is a journey, guys, that point number 1 to 18 you have to follow. After that, I'm pretty much sure, and it's not overnight. It's not that okay, today you will learn everything and then some magic will happen overnight and then tomorrow morning you will become an expert in Selenium. It cannot happen like this. Okay, it takes some time, and then every month you will be improved. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, after 1 year you will become an expert. Okay, I'm just giving you a very simple example like that. Don't expect that okay, you will become an expert in 1 month. No, you will you will start learning the thing from the first day. After 5 days you will get the confidence. Maybe initially you will struggle a lot, and don't give up. Don't give up the things that okay, I'm not learning Java, and programming, it's not my cup of tea. Don't worry, keep learning, keep practicing. It's okay if you're getting errors. It's okay if you are getting syntax error or something like this. It's okay, but at least try to write, improve your knowledge on programming, learn Selenium, and then one day will happen that okay, eventually automatically your brain will think in that way, in that direction automatically, right? So okay, these are the important points, that whatever things came into my mind, and that's overall my journey also that I wanted to share with you guys. If you really want to become an automation expert and you really want to switch, especially switching manual profile to automation, please follow this. I'm pretty much sure that okay, it will give you a lot of confidence, very good results. Otherwise, what will happen when you cross 3 years or 4 years in the industry, you will start, okay, you can see that okay, there is some partiality is happening with the manual testers in terms of compensation, in terms of job security, and obviously people, you will start losing the respect also somewhere. That's very harsh word I'm using, but that's a truth, guys, in the industry. So when you cross 3 years or 4 years, now it's time to think about it, that okay, yes, you have to switch your profile into automation. Okay, if you are these days, a lot of freshers, they are learning automation, they are learning new tools, technologies. In fact, after 1 year, spending 1 year in manual testing, they realize that okay, no, this is the right time, I have to do that. And if you are at this stage, 6 years to 10 years guy, and you don't know automation, now something is very serious, guys, that you have to learn automation now. Okay, there is still, you have time. Okay, there is no excuse. Start learning automation today itself. And if you cross 10 plus, fine, you become team lead or manager. But the future is like that only, guys. If you, doesn't matter if you are a manager or team lead, you have to contribute, okay, towards automation, framework designing, giving the expert, okay, thanks to your can, okay, resources and everything. People will ask you, if you really want to get the respect as a manager, people will respect you in the next generation, because all these guys are coming, okay, these zero experience guy or 1 3 experience guy coming along with the automation knowledge. So after 5 years, there will be 3 or 6 experience guy under you having good automation knowledge better than you, and you are just a manual team lead or manual manager. So you won't be survive in that case, right? So please start learning automation, guys. Okay, one last thing I would like to cover, point number 90. It just came into my mind. After this, you can improve your knowledge on some other tools. Let's see, after UI, you can learn about backend APIs. Okay, backend APIs, you can start working upon it. You can start looking into mobile part. You can start looking into the performance, okay, performance testing part. You can start looking into the security testing part, like this. So that is a last step. When you get the confidence in all these things, and maybe after 10th step or 12th step, you can start looking into backend APIs or mobile testing, performance, security, okay, database, and all such type of different types of testing also you can perform. But start with UI Selenium to get the confidence. So if you follow this process, after 5 years, if any new tool is coming in the market, right, easily you can learn that particular tool. That is for sure. 10 years back, people who learn QTP, there is no point to learn Selenium. They got to know about Selenium. Easily they learn Selenium within 2 3 days. Same thing, if new tools are coming in future. If you know such kind of tools, easily you can learn any other tool coming upcoming in future. Okay, so that's all for today. I won't take much time now. So please, guys, if you follow this process, and if you have any questions, you can write down in the comment section. Definitely, I'll try to give the answer over there. Right, and please subscribe to the channel, guys. A lot of videos are coming like that. This is my channel name, that Naveen Automation Labs, and you can press the bell icon, and you can click on subscribe button if you really like this video. So please share, like, and subscribe on social media with your friends and everywhere. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I'll see you in the next session with the new topic. Thank you so much.